everybody. Hi, everybody. Do you know what time it is? It's 11:11-ish on a Sunday. So it means it's time for your Sunday service, soul food, and spiritual tea session with Lady Speech. I want to welcome you back to my channel. It's your favorite hood healer, high priestess, spiritual dominatrix. It's your favorite auntie, uncle. It's your favorite goddess king. It's your favorite pirate captain. It's your favorite reverend healer. Lady Speech, what is up? What is going on? What is going down? I'm going to tell you what's up and what's going down. This divination, that's what's up and that's what's going down. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to us. Happy Sunday. Y'all ready to get this party started? Of course you are, because you're in the room. Good morning to everyone. The Ginger, Itty, KC, Cook. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, Hannah. AVG in the house. Carlos in the house. Bethany is insane. Hello, welcome to Weird Church. I like the names that y'all come up for the Speak and Spank, for the Weird Church, for the Sunday service, soul food, and spiritual team session. This is your experience too, so you name it what you want. Hello, good people. Nicole in the house. Lex Hunter in the house. Priestess Shakti in the house. Good morning, Lenora. Tell those babies I said hello. Kathleen Melch in the house. Samantha in the house. Dane in the house. South Africa. Checking in, yes. Oh, so many wonderful, beautiful people in the house. So good to see you. Mixed D's in the house. Notification, gang notification, squad. I'm so proud of y'all for putting your notifications on, even though YouTube don't care. It notified like half of you one week, the other half the next week, a third of y'all never. But thank you, my beautiful sugar honey dumplings, for making the effort. We just got to deal with technology. Let me get my chapstick out because I haven't consumed enough water this morning. Speaking of water, do y'all have your hydration? Y'all already know how this party gets started. My OGs are already doing what they need to do. They're putting those purple and blue hearts and the butterflies in the comments, letting me know that they have been here for a while, letting me know that they are not new to this. They are, in fact, true to this. They've been following me for a while. They've been giving and getting this divination good energy since I was doing it on Mondays on Instagram. Okay? If you've seen more than 3D videos, if you have been following me for a while, you follow me on a few platforms, you're an OG here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Show me what you're working with. I want to see them butterflies. I want to see them blue and purple hearts. Whether you're live or whether you're watching this recorded, let me see it, baby. You know, it excites me. For you newbies, you are, in fact, new to this. You're not true to this yet. You've only seen like a couple videos. You randomly got dropped off in this live. Hello, welcome. You're just now following me. Show me those yellow or green hearts. And show me a caterpillar, baby. You're new here. But you are soon to undergo a transformation because you're going to be a butterfly very soon. You're going to be an OG here very soon. Yes, you are. I love and look forward to these weekly divinations. They're good for the soul. Honey, let me tell you something. Mercury in retrograde is coming up soon. We're going to end the year in a retrograde. We're going to start the new year in a retrograde. I want y'all to get your ish together now. And that's going to be in Capricorn, okay? You're going to need to watch what you say, okay? You're going to need to watch what other people say, okay? All right. This Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn did not come to play. Let's not get caught up. Mercury is about to be put in micro braids. Prepare yourself. Mercury is about to be made into Gatorade. Drink it up, okay? Mercury is going to do what it's going to do. All right. And it's going to be consistent about what it does. So you prepare yourself. So you ain't out. You don't get caught slipping out here in these streets. Okay. Hello, Ladybug Antidote Archive. They said, I've got all my comfort food made brunch for my house and my family. And we're going to listen to this morning. I love it. Spice Isle. Good morning. Casopia. Is that how you say your name? Let me know I'm pronouncing it right. You know. Please correct me because your name should be uttered correctly. Hello and good morning. Carlos said, so wait a minute, are we going to have a van or a bus, or everybody got to make it themselves? I want to decorate the bus. I have plans for us, family. I have plans for us. We're going to be doing some getting together in the new year. Okay. I'm going to be doing some meetups in the new year. Okay. I've got some events. I've got some digital events, but if those digital events go well, I'm going to cross those events over, and we're going to do those events in person. I'm so excited. I've got a lot for you guys. The Emperor's in the house. Jennifer is in the house. Jaybird, baby. I'm ready to give you some good medicine, honey. I am ready to give you some good medicine. Hello, Hannah. All you wonderful people. Amanda Vaught. Morning all spicy water coffee. My new death more stuffy on hand, ready for my spanking. Yes! Grab your stuffies. I have a stuffy that's my favorite. It is my octopus. What is his name? His name is Langston. Everybody's name is Langston, actually. I've realized I've named several things Langston. I've named a plant Langston. I've named at least 2 stuffies Langston. There's at least 2 crystals named Langston. I need to start giving y'all middle names. Anyway, that's my favorite stuffy. That's the most I've ever spent on a stuffy. That sucker was $60. I saw it at a children's store because I was going to buy a present for one of the kids in my life. And I was like, my inner child needs something. Actually, I need to do that today. Your assignment for today is to go do some inner child work. I'm going to go do some inner child work. I think I want to buy my inner child something. My inner child has been so good. And I have not been paying attention to them, and they've just been sitting in the corner quietly. All of my inner children playing, entertaining themselves, while the adult me has been handling business. But I need to go reward them. So we're going to buy something for my inner child today. What do I want? I don't know. Y'all tell me what you want, okay? And I don't know which inner child's going to take the lead. It could be the inner infant. It could be the inner tween. Whoever wants to take the lead on this, you just show me, and I'm going to go get you something today, okay? Because you've been doing good. Homework, go do something for your inner child. Go do something for your inner child, okay? Go do something for your inner child. Alrighty then, let's continue and commencing with getting down to it. Field trip. East Coast meetup, please. That's what's going to be the first meetup. Let's see. Bethany is insane said that? The first meetup is going to be on the East Coast. It is. Then we're going to do a Southern meetup, okay? Then I'm going to do a Colorado hurrah, all right? And then we're going to do the West Coast meetup, all right? But we're traveling. I'm putting some wheels on this. And I'm going to meet you. We're gonna kiki in person, okay? We're going to have Sunday service in person. It's going to be fun, all right? It's going to be fun. That's right. Carlos said, I got my Astro, my Unicorn, and my Vampires, Werewolves, and Fairy Dragon decks ready for this whole mouthful. Yes, baby. Yes. I love it. Midwest, I got you, baby. Midwest, I got you. It's going to be fun. All right. Now, my OGs are already getting ready. My new Gs. That's what I'm going to call you guys. My new Gs. My OGs are already doing what they got to do. You are watching them in the comments. They're getting ready. My new Gs. I'm going to tell you what you need to do so you can get ready for this speak and spank, so you can get ready for this medicine, so you can get ready for this good session we about to have. First and foremost, go grab your hydration. We believe over here as a spiritual dominatrix, all doms are real particular about y'all getting your hydration. And there's this ongoing debate. We want you drinking water, and y'all want to be drinking all what you want to be drinking, okay? In these sessions, you can drink whatever you want. I just want you drinking something, okay? So I today have my tea. I also have my water. Today, the flavor is spicy blackberry, okay? So go grab your coffees, your teas, your waters, your spicy water, your flat water. Do whatever, but grab something to drink, all right? I want you to go grab your comfort items, okay? Grab your soft things and your comfort items, because this is the speak and spank. This is the speak and spank. A little bit of spanking, you might be a little sore. So grabbing onto your stuffies, your soft things, your comfort items, that's going to make you feel good as we are getting spanked. My spirit Good morning, Whitney. Good morning, my darling. Good morning. Now, let's break down the elements of this divination, this reading, this spiritual counsel session. There's a few tools that I utilize. First and foremost, I'm always surrounded by 10,000. And at this point in the game, it's 20,000. Spirits, the Lawa, the Orisha, the ancestors, the spirit animal allies, the deities that follow my lineage, baby. Also, when I do these readings, I bring my rock friends. We busted out the golden healer quartz today. I want some more of this. I've got a lot of this. I've got a good amount of this. I've got this. Do I have a lot of this? I have this golden healer quartz sphere. I have my golden healer quartz obelisk thingy. I feel like I have one more piece of golden healer quartz. You know what? I don't know if I do. I do! It's in the form of a skull. But I could always use some more. I love me some golden healer quartz, honey. And, of course, we have the Super 7 in the house. Why is it called Super 7? Because it has at least 7 crystals in it. I'm talking hematite. I'm talking amethyst. I'm talking crystal quartz. And I don't know what the hell else. But it's got a lot in here, honey. I love it. I want to eat it. We talk about this all the time. Do not eat your crystals. I want to. It's like candy. And my neurodivergent brain is like, just put it in your mouth. Also, that I love doing sensory seeking. I really want to put this in my mouth on some sensory seeking things, but we don't do that. It's not good, but I always want to. I have to acknowledge it so I don't do it. So those are the crystals. Now, it's a divination. I use tools. Do I need tools? No. I'm a whole psychic and a medium. Your people will just start talking to me. They'll just start talking to me, giving me messages. I don't need these tools. I like tools. I like to play with tools and toys. Toys are fun. I'm a maximalist, okay? So the divination decks we're going to be using today, you know what you love it. Messages from our animal spirit, animal guides, folks. The spirit people of the animal world. Messages from them. Okay. African Goddess Rising deck. We love this deck. It is freaking beautiful. It is amazing. Okay. We also love the Angels and Ancestors deck. Yes, we do. We do. And I brought out the favorite today. My favorite. You know I love this deck. The Tazama deck. I love this deck so much. I love it so much. It just brings me so much joy. The packaging, my dears. The packaging. I just love it. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Look at the box. Look at the box. Look at the box. I've already done a tarot review. I damn near do a tarot review every time I use this deck. I love this so much. I don't even I don't want to bend them. I hate, what do you do? Shuffling them just because I don't want to bend them. I have a special way I shuffle this because I don't like bending the cards. They're so sumptuous and beautiful. I love it. Go check out my tarot review. Y'all don't give those a lot of love. Go check out my review videos. And that's a Black-owned company. And they sent me another deck. I'm going to have to do another review on that. That deck is so beautiful, too. Ooh, it's just so pretty. I need to start buying doubles of some decks because I want to start making art with some of these decks. Oh, yeah. That's my next artist venture. I need to start that because I've been thinking about that for 10 years. I need to start that. I'm going to start that. I've got some decks that I don't want. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I have some decks that I was going to give away, but I'm not. I'm going to experiment and do some art with those. I want to perfect my thing, and I'm going to start doing tarot art. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay, so that's that. Last but not least, I'm the main character most of the time. But when this entity appears, it's main character energy full stop, okay? We are in a cult, and it is led by an inanimate object. We're fine here. This cult is about us uplifting ourselves. The leader of this cult is the affirmation box. Deacon affirmation box. It's a whole affirmation box. We're going to be doing some call and response with this, okay? You already know the deal. The OGs are in the comments telling you what is about to go down, okay? What are the deacon's pronouns? Edie said it. Y'all said it. Fuck around and find out. My pronouns are all of them she, her. they, them, he, king. Gender fluid over here. Gender fluid over here. Okay. The gender of the affirmation box is every gender and no gender. Okay. The affirmation box simply does what it wants. Okay. I'm gonna pull at random from the spot. I'm gonna say whatever is pulled. Then you're gonna repeat after me. Okay? That's how we do this portion of the reading. Call in response. Call in response. I'm gonna call it. You're gonna respond. Call in response. Call in response. I'm gonna call it. You're gonna respond. And that is how we're gonna do this. Okay? The newbies are like, what the hell? Yes, it's okay to cry. The newbies are seeing that phrase sprinkled throughout the comment section because it's okay to cry. The deacon has normalized it being okay to cry because it makes us cry often. Now, the deacon does its own readings of the reading, and then it uses the affirmations to read us about the reading. I don't always appreciate what that's a lie. I always appreciate what the deacon has to say. I don't always like it. But I always appreciate it. The deacon be talking to is crazy. You know, the deacon makes us talk to ourselves with all the love in the heart. All right. All the love in the heart. But the deacon be coming for our guts, our souls, our past life, our future life, in the name of us uplifting ourselves. So, main character energy, the deacon affirmation box filled to the brim. Not really, but filled adequately with affirmations, quotes from the Bible, song lyrics, poems, all types of things. The deacon does what it wants. And that's pretty on brand because I do what I want. So, of course, the things I give birth to do what they want. Okay? Of course. Of course. Y'all doing all right? This pre-Mercury and retrograde shadow period, y'all getting along well with yourselves. I'm going to tell you this. Watch your mouths. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, y'all will be arguing with everybody. Okay? So just be quiet. Just be quiet, honey. Just be quiet. Don't argue with fools. Let them be wrong and right. Let them be wrong and right, okay? Don't argue with people. Keep your mouth shut unless you truly got to say something. Unless you truly got to say something, okay? This is going to be a doozy. And this Capricorn is in retrograde is going to be a real interesting, bridge into the winter time. Because the winter, we got a doozy of a winter coming at us. Not just physically. It's going to be snowing and cold. But winter is coming. And it's going to be cold energetically, spiritually, emotionally. Get it together. Get it together. Okay. Are we ready for this reading? Are we ready for this reading? Okay? Because we about to get in it. Let's get in it. Let's call the spirits. Come into the room, people. Come into the room. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me pass the collection plate. The Cash App is LadySpeech. The Venmo is LadySpeech Sankofa. The PayPal is LadySpeechSankofa@gmail.com. Always feel empowered to show your financial appreciation for this labor, because this is emotional labor. This is spiritual labor. This is all the labors, baby. Let me go ahead and acknowledge my sugar honey dumplings that already hooked me up. Scorpion Teeth, thank you for your first super chat during a live. I appreciate you, baby. You came out the gate and was like, I know this about to be good medicine. I appreciate that super chat. Sinclair Wolf Warrior, you've been doing your thing 11 months as my sugar honey dumpling. And Amanda, thank you so much for your super chat, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of you guys. All right. Mixed Deej said, I was in a drag king show last night, so today is rest and recovery day. Got my body propped up on my pillows. Yes, baby. Yes. Oh, I love this. I love this. I've been preparing myself to get back on the stage. A lot of y'all know me as a healer. Some of you who are true OGs know me because I'm an artist. I haven't taken up that space in a long time publicly, but it's time. So I'm returning. I've been at the gym using my cardio to work on my vocal stamina. But I'm so ready to get back to burlesque. I'm so ready to get back to poetry and performance art. I've got a ridiculous series of one-person shows that I'm working on right now. But I promised myself I've always wanted to be a drag queen. I've always wanted to do that. So we're getting into that. That's what we're getting into. My first task, though, because I just know that I'll look good with a beard. So my first task is to learn how to create a beard. Okay. There's this one drag king that I love called Magic Dyke. Magic Dyke has some tutorials on how to do like the glitter beard. They did those tutorials like years ago, but I need to go back and revisit those because like glitter beard, hello, daddy, glitter daddy, hello. Maybe that should be my drag king name, Glitter Daddy. Anyway, yes, recover, honey, recover, and I'm glad I could be with you as you were recovering. The Spice Kitten, thank you for your super chat, baby. I appreciate you so much. Maisie said, I'm trying to be good with myself. I just had to end my relationship yesterday and my heart hurts. My baby. Well, I am surrounding you with so much love. Heartbreaks are the worst. But I know that the ending of this relationship is going to open up doors to some deep, deep, and good healing for you. So I pray that you receive a good message today. And I want you to take care of your heart. And you definitely need to do something for your inner child today, okay? So go and love on you, baby. Go and love on you. Oh, Moon Pumpkin, that's right. You are a makeup artist. You can teach me the ways. You can teach me the ways. See, you just gotta put stuff out there because we be forgetting that we are such resources to each other. I be forgetting. That's a whole resource, my friend. I need to text your ass back. I've been bad about that. I'm gonna text you after this reading. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Glitter Daddy. I think that's my drag king name. I'm gonna go see if anybody else has named that. And if they are, I'm gonna make up another one. Okie dokie. Well, it's time. It's time. I've kikied enough. We are all in the room and we're here to get some good medicine. So let's get some medicine. We are going to begin with the Tazama deck, with the Tazama deck, with the Tazama deck, with the Tazama deck. We got the moon and it's reversed, but this is not a bad thing. Clarity, baby. Clarity, baby. You're about to get some direction and some clarity about some things, especially in this pre-shadow part of the Mercury in retrograde that's about to be in Capricorn. There's going to be a whole lot of truth laid on the table. There's going to be a whole lot of doors and windows opening up, okay? I also want to, this card is a reminder to check with your dreams. Get with your dreams. Your people are talking to you. Your people are talking to you. Your people are talking to you through your dreams, with your dreams. You are talking to you through your dreams and with your dreams, okay? You are talking to you. Your subconscious is talking to you through your dreams, with your dreams, okay? So this is going to be a good space and time for some of you to deepen your practice, to take your practice in a different capacity by getting into some dream work, okay? Now, for some of you, this is going to be working on lucid dreaming, okay? All of us actually should be working on that. For some of you, this is going to be working on remembering your dreams, okay? So a good thing to do is have you a journal. Have you a journal under your pillow? Have you a journal right by your bed? Have you a journal close by, all right? And as soon as you wake up, go to that journal and just start writing down everything that you can remember, okay? Also, some of you, like, remembering your dreams is going to be about what you do before you go to bed and right directly after you wake up, okay? So some of you, this is going to mean tightening up or developing an evening routine that includes you quieting your mind and you kind of telling, programming, commanding yourself to utilize your dreams to be more present in your dreams, okay? So do your dream work, pay attention. For some of you, you just simply need to pay attention. Some of you, especially a lot of you Aries and a lot of you Pisces, I find that like Aries and Pisces, y'all be off the hook with your dreaming, okay? I don't think I've ever met an Aries. I love Aries. Y'all my opposite sign. I don't think I've ever met an Aries or a Pisces. I love a Pisces too. One of my favorite people, which is my cousin, is a Pisces. I don't think I've ever met a Pisces or an Aries that y'all dreams were not out of control. What the hell is up with y'all sign? God, I swear to God, y'all have the wildest dreams. I'd be like, what did you dream about today? Like, god dang, that was real impressive. Y'all dreams are wild. Anyway, pay attention to your dreams. For some of you, you need to be a lot more clear about that because folks is going to be talking to you in your dreams, okay? I can tell you from experience, they've been pretty chill this last couple weeks, but leading up to this, like this last 6 months, dreams were out of control, all right? But I can also tell my folks were talking to me. They were giving me the insight. They were giving me a lot of y'all's deja vu. It happens because you've been shown shit in your dreams and you just didn't remember. All right, you lived that situation in your dreams. So dream work is the thing. Get back into dream journaling. Get back into learning how to dream interpretation. Some of you are gonna need to work on your dream work from that aspect, learning deeper about dream interpretation. Just get back into your dreams. Now outside of that, like I said, the moon, all about clarity. Okay. Like I said, doors open, knowledge given, situations confirmed. This has already started happening for me. Last night I had a conversation that cleared up the last 2 years. That it showed me, it confirmed everything. Spirit was like, you ain't wrong about none of the things that you were thinking in the direction that you're moving. You ain't wrong. The incredible amount of peace that direction gave me, that clarity gave me, like I woke up a new person. Every obstacle that was in my way, gone. Just because Spirit affirmed me and was like, no, you're not wrong, you're right. So now do what you need to do with that information and move accordingly, okay? So that's the other thing. Once you receive your clarity, you need to act, you need to move, you need to direct your life accordingly, okay? Spirit's about to be real blatant about who people are, how they're showing up in your world, how you need to respond to them, and how you need to act around them. This is not the time to deal with people based on their potential. This is not the time to give people passes because of the good ways that they used to treat you in the past. You need to be very clear about who people are. You need to be very clear about how people are showing up. You need to trust that. You need to trust that. When people tell you who the hell they are, believe them. Believe the holy hell out of them. See them for exactly who they are. See them for their greatness, for their beauty, for their love, for their joy, for their loyalty, for all the great things that they are. See them for the despicable people that they are. Now, for me, that is a lesson that I received. I be giving a lot of people a lot of chances, and I'm an optimist to my core. I believe in us. I believe in the light. I believe. I'm always going to find the light, okay? And so my recent lesson has been about when someone is just a horrible person, it's okay to call that. It's okay to be like, you're just a horrible person and walk away. I don't need to look for the light. I be really trying to but see, they're just, yeah, they could have all those great things. And they're also horrible. Don't let them in your world no more. Horrible. And even though they don't treat you like crap because you will get violent with them and they know that, they still a horrible person. They treat other people like crap. So do what you do with that. But the information, as it becomes clear, let the information be what it is, and you need to act accordingly. So this is going to be in regards to relationships, jobs, your own self, okay? Issues, problems. There's a lot of clarity that's going to happen. This is also why, watch your communication. Let people during this Mercury in retrograde tell on themselves. Let people tell on themselves. Let them tell. Do not argue with them. Let people show you who they are. Let people show up in their full selves. And you observe and act accordingly. Okay? Also, watch yourself because you're going to show up for real, for real. You might see something about, this Mercury in retrograde during Capricorn might show you some ugly aspects of yourself. Be ready for that too. Be ready. Be ready for you to see who you really are. Some of you are going to be like, oh my God, I'm more powerful than I've ever thought I was. Some of you are going to be like, I'm actually not the great person in this situation. I'm the one who's being messed up. So clarity is coming through. Let it happen. 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 Okay? Let it happen. We're going to get into the Two of Wands, all right? This is reversed as well. So let's talk about it. The Two of Wands is about travel being delayed or plans not going where they need to, okay? You being at a disadvantage, things going unexpectedly, okay? The Two of Wands is a warning, all right? If there is travel delays, if you are being stopped from moving forward, this is a good time to stop and take stock of your situation. Look at all of what's going on. Why are things being messed up? Some of you are being delayed from moving forward because there's still work to do. You haven't finished your work back here. You need to go finish your work. You're trying to move forward when you haven't done all the healing work you need to do, when you haven't cleaned up the edges that you need to clean up, when you haven't finished the job you need to finish back here, okay? Some of these plans are being delayed because of that. Some of these plans are being delayed because you're moving forward in a direction that you no longer need to be moving forward on. Spirit is literally trying to stop you from wasting your time moving in this trajectory. You need to be moving in another trajectory, and you are refusing to see that. This is a time and a moment of reflection. This is a moment of reflection. Sometimes you're being delayed from something because Spirit sees a train wreck come in, and they're stopping you from hitting that train wreck. Sometimes you get your tooth knocked out so that you don't lose a whole mouth of teeth. Okay? Sometimes their spirit is thwarting your plans because there is something good or something bad coming. Okay? Scorpion teeth, you said it. It's time to pause and pivot. It's time to pause and pivot. It's time to pause and pivot. I know I had to undergo through that, like literally within the last 24 hours with the confirmation and the affirmation and the validation that Spirit just gave me. I don't need to do anything different as far as physically, but I did need to pause and pivot my attitude. I did need to reapproach how I'm doing things and the attitude I'm moving in those things with, okay? It's time to pause and pivot, all right? It's time to pause and pivot. It's time to stop and look at it. Are there distractions? Are there things? Stop and look at it. What's going on? Study it. Stop and look at it. Get to the bottom of it, all right? Go home and rest and recharge and try it again. Try it again. And sometimes it's not that you shouldn't keep moving on this path. Sometimes, again, you just are not where you need to be to move on towards this path. Sometimes Spirit is stopping you because you ain't who you need to be. You ain't got everything you need to continue to move forward. It ain't that Spirit wants you to stop walking this path. It's that Spirit wants you to start walking that path correctly with everything you need. Okay? 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 So take your time. I want you to take your time. I want you to take your time. You got this. You got this. But it is time to look. Look at what's going right, what's going wrong. What we can do better. All right? All right. Now, let me check in with these comments. Let me check in with the what's going on with my Spice Kitten? My Spice Kitten said, my book was rejected by Lewin, and that's okay. It is okay. It is okay. I did a video about the fact that sometimes rejection is your friend, okay? You're going to keep going, all right? You're going to keep going. If you have a divination source that you use, and I would suggest everybody get one, pendulums, scrying, there's all kinds of things that you could do. Check with the spirits as to why. But don't stop, honey. Don't stop. Don't stop. You're going to learn whatever lesson that you need to learn from this, and you're going to keep going. I know your book is going to get published. I know you're going to find the perfect publisher for you, and it's going to be at the perfect time, okay? You got this. You got this. You got this, okay? That's what we got. Lasla Bonita said, my childhood best friend lost her mind and attacked me last Sunday. Ooh, honey, I'm sending you all the love and the goodness. I hope you are taking care of your body, your mind, and your soul, okay? Because that's a lot. That's an assault on your body. That's an assault on your mental health. And that's an assault on your emotions, okay? I hope you are healing. And I hope that you are surrounding yourself with good people, because that is a lot. I am so sorry you're going through that, baby. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Naomi Maya Rose in the house. Amanda said, my grandmother came to me in a dream this week, and then I became a grandma on Thursday for the first time. Congratulations. That's so precious. Your grandma was like, let me prepare you. I love the ancestors. That makes me want to cry. Like, I love the ancestors. That's so precious. That's so precious. Your grandma was like, you don't know what it is to be on this side. Let me show you. Oh, that is so, so precious. I love it. Thank you for your super chat, Naomi. I appreciate you. Yes, yes, yeah. Ooh, Moon Pumpkin said, I'm making a new pendulum system today. The Decider. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. Okay? I love a good pendulum. So you guys know I didn't pull out the Oracle Pogs today, but it's Christmas time. If you want to get some magical person in your life a really cool gift, hit up moonpumpkin.com. You know Moon Pumpkin it is the originator of the Oracle Pogs. You know that. And now she's developing a pendulum divination system. Moon Pumpkin sent me this chime candle wax divination holder. Okay? Basically, it's beautiful. I love it. I love everything you sent me. Okay? My little fire guy from the labyrinth is like right over there that you sent me because I love you so much. Because I love you so much. Yeah. I love them so much. All right. Let's get into some affirmation. Oh, shit. Well, you just gonna listen. Just listen. Just listen. Affirmation box is affirmation boxing. Do you understand? This is a quote by Maya Angelou. Mother Maya Angelou. We love you, great ancestress. I just want you to listen to this. Someone was hurt before you, wronged before you, hungry before you, frightened before you, beaten before you, humiliated before you, raped before you, yet someone survived. You can do anything you choose to do. Someone was hurt before you, wronged before you, hungry before you, frightened before you, beaten before you, humiliated before you, raped before you, yet someone survived. You can do anything you choose to do. Someone was hurt before you, wronged before you, hungry before you, frightened before you, beaten before you, humiliated before you, raped before you, yet someone survived. You can do anything you choose to do. Anytime I'm going through it, I remember my enslaved ancestors. And I do not compare our trauma. They don't want me to compare our trauma. What I have been through has been absolutely horrific. And they see that. But when I think about my enslaved ancestors, I think about how so many of them pulled up and pulled through. How they decided to live. When they went through things that I don't think I would continue to live. Them deciding to live through that is the only reason why I'm here. So I choose life every time because they chose life. And they remind me that I have resources and I can figure some things out. But most importantly, I have them. I have them. Whenever I have not known how to survive, all I got to do is pray because somebody survived. Somebody survived. The hardest of my lessons, there is someone who's gone through something harder. There is someone who's gone through the equivalent of what I've gone through. And all I have to do is reach out to them and ask for their guidance. I choose life every day. And every time something horrific happens to me. Because they kept going. I also respect the ones who didn't. I respect the holy hell out of the ancestors who chose to walk off the planet. I respect the holy hell out of some of my ancestors saying, no, I'm just going to put a stop to this. All of those stories are relevant. And all of those stories make me. So it's not to compare your trauma. It's not to lessen your trauma. My people don't want me to lessen my trauma. They don't want me to look at my trauma and the things that I've gone through and say, that don't matter. No, that's not healing. But they do remind me that I'm not alone. They do remind me that if they can survive the absolute most horrific of circumstances, and the enslavement of Black people for over 400 years is some of the most heinous acts against humanity. If they could survive that, I can make it through just about anything. Let's do another affirmation, baby. Let's do another affirmation. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Your scars are works of art. Your scars are evidence that you're still here. Your scars tell a mighty, powerful story. There's nothing ugly about you or your scars. Alrighty then. Yeah, the deacon didn't come to play, y'all. Monsters and Makeup said, man, the ancestors have been coming in thick recently. Mm-hmm. That's right. All right, y'all. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech, Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech, Sankofa at gmail.com. Always feel empowered to show your financial appreciation for this labor. Alrighty then, we're moving on to the Angels and Ancestors deck. We have the Eagle, see from a higher perspective. If you're participating in group work, if you're in a family dynamic, if you're in a roommate dynamic, a friendship dynamic, even at the job, it is going to be very important to not only see your perspective, but everybody else's perspective too, okay? In dealing in, this is going to be a message I want you to carry with you and think about heavy during Capricorn, Mercury retrograde. See people's different perspectives, okay? That can go a long way to solve problems. That can go a way to thwart problems, is seeing things through other people's eyes. Eagle medicine is also about seeing the higher perspective, pulling up, not just getting this in the face view, but getting that bird's eye view so that you can see the whole perspective, okay? This is also about shifting. This is also about growing, that sometimes we start with a certain viewpoint and we end up with a completely other viewpoint because we have grown, because we have evolved, because we have shifted and we've changed and we've ascended in our thought process. We're being encouraged to ascend in our thought process, to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, from the perspective of other people, okay? This is going to be about compassion. This is going to be about compassion. Even simply down to, it takes a lot for me to go off in customer service realms. And even when I'm receiving bad service, a lot of times, it takes actually a lot for me to go off, because I will automatically, I've never forgotten what it is to be in that position. I've never forgotten what it is to be 16 years old and to be yelled at by a random woman who's having obvious problems in her life. And one simple thing happened in the store and she's going off on me. I'm never going to forget that feeling. I'm never going to forget that feeling. It sucks. Okay. I'm always looking at service workers like, you probably had a bad client. You probably had a bad day. You might have a bad boss. You're probably not getting paid what you're worth. You're probably overworked and this place is understaffed. If you have an attitude, I'm gonna still tip you. I'm gonna still, because I can see that. Like, you literally gotta call me out my name for me not to continue to tip you. And I'm not gonna complain either, because I'm watching. I'm literally looking at that. I'm literally looking at that. even with like when I have genuine complaints about a product, I'm usually not the one that's going to go off on the employee. And if I am just so angry, I preface it and being like, I understand this is not your fault. This anger and ire is nothing directed at you. It's directed at people who are above you, but you're the one who has to deal with me. So I apologize off top. See from different perspectives, see from the highest perspective. One of the things that seeing from a higher perspective too is going to help a lot of you with is helping you not take things so personal. Some of you are receiving the actions of other people in a very personal way, and it's not about you. It's not. They're in their own world reacting to their own ish, and you just happen to be a part of it, receiving their behavior, but it's not personal. It's not personally directed at you. Gotta pull up and see the bigger picture and see the bigger picture. Okay? So seeing things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, will change the whole entire game. Second card, the lady. This is a time of fertility, baby. It's always harvest season. It's always harvest season. The work that you've been putting in this past year, you about to see it. Now, for some of you, this is very clear. This card is a loaded card. Some of you, this is fertility. Make sure you're having protected sex because baby's going to come from this. Okay? If you're having the type of smexy time that creates babies, wear condoms if you don't want them babies, okay? This is a fertile time for your businesses, okay? There's a lot of us who are taking our businesses to the next level. This is a sign that things are about to go good. You need to keep working on your business. You need to keep working on what you're working on because good things are about to come. For some of you, good things are coming right now because of the work that you put in. For some of you, your harvest time isn't time yet, but because you are tending to your garden, because you're planting the things you need to plant, you're doing what you need to do, you will have a good harvest in the next couple of months. So plant your seeds. The abundance is coming to you. Now, for me, this hit because I've got some new ideas. I've got some new way of running my business that I'm fully now getting ready to fully engage. And everything is going to, I knew it because I divined on these things before I got started. But this is a confirmation that things are going to go well. So for some of you, this is your new adventures in school. This is fertility in regards to conceiving ideas around your art, conceiving ideas around your money, how you make your money, okay? But lots of good fertile energy. And again, but the energy of this is you need to put the work in. You need to put the work in. Make sure you're putting the work in so that you can reap the harvest. Now, if your ass is lazy, that's what you're about to reap. That's what you're about to reap. I'm watching someone right now in regards to their business. For the last 6 months, they've been pretty checked out. They've only been superficially present in their business. And now they are having the worst few months that they've ever had. And they are refusing to take accountability for the fact that they have not put their full attention on their business. They've been half-assing their energy on their business. And now the business is doing not great. And I'm not going to say anything until they're open to self-accountability. Because really everything can be distilled back to your marketing has laxed. Your attitude around the business sucks. You haven't poured into it. So it's not pouring into you. It's not your client's fault. It's not their fault. No, it's not their fault. It's yours. It's yours. You're going to reap what you sow. 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 So the question is, what are you sowing? So the question is, what are you planting? This is the time to get real honest. The Two of Wands cards, this is connected to that card in that way of like some of you are experiencing a delay or you're experiencing obstacles that you put into place months ago or that you refused to remove months ago. Some of you are experiencing that now. So remember earlier in the reading when I said with that Two of Wands cards where you need to stop and pause and think about what the hell is going on? For some of you, this is the connection you need to think about. What were you doing 6 months ago? What were you doing 9 months ago? What were you doing a year ago? Now, compare that to what the spirits told you to do. Were you doing what you need to do? Were you taking care of your business? Were you handling? Some of you, the delay that you are experiencing now is because, like I said, you did not adequately remove or address whatever they told you to address a couple months ago. So now you're dealing with it. So your best bet in this situation is to look at what the hell you were told to do 6 months ago, a year ago. Go do that. I got another friend. She was told to take a spiritual bath. Well, she's more of an associate. She was told to take a series of spiritual baths a year ago by her priestess, by her priest. She hasn't taken out one of them baths. Shit is fucked up in her world. And it just keeps piling up on her. And I'm not going to say anything to her either because she has said it out of her mouth. She has called the problem. She has said, I need to take my spiritual baths. And I've been like, well, you know the answer. You ain't no need to me to waste my breath. You know what you need to do. If you ain't going to do it, you ain't going to do it. You ain't going to do it. You ain't going to do it. Speaking of, I need to pull my pot out. Where is my pot? Because Spirit just told me this morning I need to take me a spiritual bath. My pot is over there. Okay. Take a, and that's a reminder for at least 3 of you in this live need to go take a spiritual bath. More like 10 of you. More like 10 of you. Go take a spiritual bath, okay? And if all you got is basil, if all you can get a hold of is basil or holy basil, then you have got an adequate spiritual bath because basil does a lot, okay? I think I've done a crystal of the week, a herb of the week video about basil. Basil does a lot. Go, yep, who said it? Jaybird, go wash your spiritual ass now. Now, okay? Go wash your butt, okay? Go wash your butt. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to put you up on some game. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. I'm going to take you to church and drop you off at school. I think I've done a video about the importance of spiritual baths. I did do a video about that, so go look in my archives in the magic playlist. But there's a lot of type of spiritual bath. A spiritual hand bath is valid as hell. A spiritual foot bath. If you have access to camphor, if you can get some camphor and you can just drop that in some water. I have a foot bath that is for this. So if you don't have access to a big bath, get you one of them foot baths, get you some camphor, dissolve it in there and stick your feet in there. Put your feet in there for a good at least 5 minutes, if not longer, okay? So a foot soak, a foot bath is a valid spiritual bath. Washing your hands with a thing and rubbing that over you, that's valid. Right now, I haven't taken a sit-down spiritual bath since I've lived in Ohio, but I take my pour-over spiritual bath. So you can sit in a spiritual bath, or you can do the pour-over spiritual bath, okay? Right now, I just do the pour-over, all right? And I have a strainer in my, there's a couple ways to do it, but, like, take your spiritual bath. And no matter what, even though the Gregorian calendar don't mean anything spiritually, don't you leave this year without taking a spirit. At the very least, take one at the end of the year. Take one at the end of the year. Okay, leave all of this muck and mire from this year in this year and enter into, go wash your spiritual ass. That's why some of you have some problems, because you ain't washing your spiritual booty. Just like when you be outside all day long and you come in with all the debris, you don't think your spirit picks up crap? Now, the only reason I haven't taken a spiritual bath in a while because, like, the spiritual work I did over me on my birthday, top tier, okay? Chef's kiss, all right? The way I bespelled my whole entire life, the spell work I put down on myself, the workings I put down on every area of my life, I've been covered since my birthday in October. Literally today. Yeah, today. This was the first day. They was like, take you another spiritual bath. Take your spiritual bath, okay? Wash your spiritual ass, okay? And cleanse your house spiritually. That's why some of you having some problems. And it's not just sage. There's a lot of different positions. And also, the fact that some of y'all burning sage and it's not doing anything because you don't actually know the properties of sage and what you're supposed to do. Go clean your house. energetically, spiritually. Go clean your ass energetically, spiritually, so that you can make room for the blessings that are coming. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do some affirmations. I think positively and expect the best. 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 Yes, rosemary is wonderful. So rosemary is like one of my signature go-to herbs. It's always in my house. It's always around me. I love the taste of rosemary. I always love to cook with it, especially if we're talking potatoes. But rosemary, burn it. It's such a good cleansing agent. Burn it. You can make you a smudge bundle. You can make you a burning stick. Even just getting the dried rosemary and just burning that a little at a time. So you can burn it. You can make it into some incense. Burn that. Burn some rosemary. Wash with it. You can use rosemary in a cleansing bath, or eat when you're eating, be intentional with the herbs that you're using. Anytime I use rosemary, because I know the properties of rosemary, I take a second before I add it to anything. I sit with the herb, I pray into the herb, I pray over the herb, and I actively activate whatever properties that I want to activate within it when I'm putting in the food. And when I'm eating my food, I'm mindful about that. Like as I am tasting the rosemary, I'm thinking about the good medicine and the properties that I'm actually consuming and igniting within myself. So rosemary is a good one. Rosemary is a really, really good one. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. Okay, this is a well-known quote by Theodore Roosevelt. Comparison is the thief of joy. Repeat after me. Comparison is the thief of joy. 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 Quit comparing yourself. Stop it. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Let people inspire you. Do not compare. Currently, right now, I shared on my Facebook page that I am, one of my inspirations for going so hard at the gym is Ernestine Shepherd. I've known about Ernestine for at least 10 years. Ernestine Shepherd is 85 years old currently. She is a Black woman who started bodybuilding and lifting in her 50s, and she's in competition. She literally is. I don't want to start competing in powerlifting until I'm 50. At least 50, probably like 55. So I've got a good amount of time before I get there. But she trains people. She inspires me. I do not compare myself with her. I can't. I cannot compare myself with her. Our road and our walk is two different things. We come from two different perspectives. But does she inspire me? Yes. Do I think about her on my gym days when like I'm feeling very, very weak? When I've gone up in weight and I feel like I can't handle what I actually know I can? I think about her. When I did not want to go and be up at the gym, I was like, Ernestine is at the gym. Get your ass up. She 85. You not 85. She go to the gym. Get your ass up and go to the gym. Comparison will steal your joy. It'll steal your joy. If I compared myself like, well, when she started, she did this and it'll steal your joy. I'm inspired by her. Heavily and incredibly inspired by her. I cannot compare our journeys. And it would be dumb to do that. It would discount her journey. Also, I don't know what happened to get her there. I don't know if she started working out because she was about to die. I don't know. If she started working out because she lost someone close to her died. I don't know. So comparing her story without understanding her whole story discredits and diminishes her story, and it also discredits and diminishes mine. Do not compare. Do not compare. Just stick to yourself. Even out here in these streets, honey, y'all will notice that like I'm not in a lot of the witchy drama. I'm not in a lot of all of that. I'm in my lane. I'm with my spirits, okay? It's me and my spirits. I'm not comparing my road to anybody else's, my walk to anybody else's. I don't feel the need to justify. No, I'm in my lane. I'm doing my thing, okay? And that has proven itself good. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not compare yourself to others. Let's do another affirmation. Let's do another affirmation. I love this. Repeat after me. There is no one way to be transgender. There is no one way to be transgender. Before we go on, I want to remind you, as a gender fluid person, trans people do not owe you passability. All right? And they don't owe you anything. Just like no other person on the planet owes you anything. Okay? There is no one way to be transgender. 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 There's going to be some trans people who never get any surgeries. There are going to be trans people who get a lot of surgeries, but not the genital surgery. There's going to be trans people that you never know were trans and they can pass. There's going to be trans people who you see are trans, who cannot pass, who are clockable. And there is no one way to be trans. Just like there's no one way to be black. There's no one way to be Mexican. There's no one way to be Colombian. Okay? There's no one way to be transgender. There's no one way to be transgender. There's no one way to be transgender. All right. Okay, affirmation box. Well, you obviously got some shit to say today. There is no shame in being queer. 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 So I'm gender queer. I'm also sexually queer. Pansexual, ethically non-monogamous. Yeah. Currently back in the dating pool. It's going to be great. So let's move on. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. Let me look up, because it seems like I think a couple people gave me some super chats and I have missed those. So let me activate my super chat thing. Yes, Noel, welcome to the Honey Crew, baby. Oh, I got everybody. All right, I just want to make sure I got everybody. Now let me switch back over to my live chat. Alrighty then. Carlos, my dear, thank you for your super chat. Thank you for your super chat. Yes, someone said there's no one way to be human, and that's the exact truth. There is no one way to be human. So don't judge yourself on your weird humanness, because it's wonderful. It truly is. All right, Mama Jambo, Mama Jambo. We are moving into the African Goddess Rising deck. Mama Jambo. It is your time to shine. Baby, it's our time. It's our time. Listen, the incels are taking up all the space. The racists are taking up all the space. The bad people are taking up all the space. It's you and me's time to take up space. It's you and me's time. It's me and you. It's you and me. It's time for us to take up space. It's time for us to shine in our fullness, in our amazingness, in our artistic magnificence. It's time. 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 Literally, last night, I have been reading a situation correctly this whole time, and the lesson that Spirit gave me was like, this person is a horrible person, and they're out here doing horribly, but they're out here doing it. They're out here with all the audacity doing some of the things that you want to do. You won't do it because you have yourself held to a completely ridiculous standard. Get out there and do your thing, because this person is horrible and they're doing their thing badly, but they're doing their thing. Spirit was like, you are not in fact a horrible person. You have done more research than them. You're going to be great at this if you don't get out there and do what you need to do and stop with your perfectionism. And I was like, thank you. I'm going to begin today. It's your time to shine, honey. It is your time to be front and center, honey. It is your time to be known for your goodness, honey. It is your time. Let me say it again. The incels are loud as fuck. Are we gonna let them be louder than us? No. The racists are loud as hell. Are we gonna let them be louder than us? No. The horrible people are out here willy-nilly swinging their willy-nilly mediocrity. Stop letting them do that without answering. Okay? The next time you doubt yourself, I want you to just turn on the television and look at all the mediocrity parading itself as excellence. Then do whatever it is that you came to do. I don't even care if you do it bad. You're going to be better within this mediocre crap that is being displayed. Okay? They're living in Delulu land. They tell themselves that they got it going on, and then they just put bad shit out there. Baby, why are they the only ones living in Delulu land? Go live in Delulu land too and do you. Do you. Okay? And the thing is, you're actually good. You're actually good. You actually got it going on. You actually know what you're doing. It's Capricorn season. Let's show out. Let's show out. Is it Capricorn season? It's about to be. Let's show out. Let's show out. Let's show them. Let's stand on our business, as the kids say. Okay? They're out here being mediocre as hell, proud, and just putting out bad service, putting out bad products, putting out bad energy, putting out bad things. Hell no. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's our time to shine. It's your time to shine, baby. It's your time to shine. And remember, not everybody's going to like it. And that's how you know you're doing good. Because not everybody should like it. Don't worry about who likes it. Do you like it? Then do it. Don't worry about who likes it. Do you like it? Then do it. Not everybody's going to like it, but I guarantee you, if you do it authentically, the people who genuinely like it and will support it and will lift you up, you're going to find them. You're going to find them. You're going to find them. It is time. It is time for you to do your thing. It's our time to shine. It's our time to shine. It's our time to be the sun. Okay? So, this winter, you're going to figure it out. You're going to do some revamping. You're going to do some rebranding. You're going to do some, like the Two of Wands. We're going to pivot. We're going to pause and pivot. We're going to take a look at what needs to change. Because by the time the spring comes, honey, we're going to be loud. Okay? If we're going to be meeting up in public this year, baby, we have to be a force. Hello. Step into your power. Because I'm only running with people who are in their power. Okay? Be in your power. Be in your power. So we can just take over the world with love. Okay? Step in your power. Do it. And again, every time you doubt yourself, someone who is so mediocre is out there proud and loud. You can do this. You are not half as mediocre as them. Even if it's bad, it ain't mediocre. Shine. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. It's our time to shine, baby. Let's do this. Make the art. It's time to make the art. It's time to start the business. It's time to do the thing. Do the thing. It's time to do the thing. Yes! All right, to back that up, we have Yasigi Live Out Loud. Once again, who's out here being loud and proud and wrong? All of the hateful people. All of the misogynists. They're loud, proud, and wrong. They have created safe space for them to be themselves. So here's the thing. I pledge to create safe space for, first and foremost, me to be myself. And I pledge to create safe spaces for y'all to be yourselves. So these lives, continuing to do more lives, continuing to produce online digital events, and in-person events. I'm doing my part. I'm living authentic and I'm being who I am, and I'm going to create spaces for you to be who you are. You now got to do your part. You got to create spaces, number one, within your own world to be yourself and to be safe enough to do that. And then you got to do that. So for some of you, the question is, you can't be safe to be your full self because you're around people who are unsafe. How fast can you get from under them? You're going to have to get away from them. You're going to have to get them out of your life because you can't afford to mask anymore. You got to be your full self. It's time to live out loud. Are we going to let the racists win? Mm-mm. Are we going to let the misogynists win? Mm-mm. They loud and wrong and proud. They loud and wrong and proud. So we got to be loud and right and proud. 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 That's right. Loud and right and proud. It's time. It's time. It's time to live out loud. If you don't feel safe enough to do that, that's where you start. Your quest to live out loud starts there. Why are you unsafe to live out loud? And we got to fix it, Jesus, because we got to be loud. I plan on being a force out here in this world. I plan on making good trouble. You with me? Am I by myself? And make no mistake, I've never minded walking alone. I'm going to do this no matter what you do. I'm just saying, though, it would be great to have some company. Would be great to live in a company, be in the company of folks who are also making good trouble. Would be great to be walking with folks who are disrupting the nastiness of this world with creativity and beauty. I'm just saying it would be nice to not do this by myself. I will, but I'm building a whole ship. I'm a captain. I'd love to take you with me. That's all I'm saying. We pirating out here. This big pirate energy. Yeah. Big pirate energy. Yeah. We're not going to be looting, though. We're not going to be looting. No, we don't need to do that. We're manifestors. We don't got to loot anything. We're just going to be given things. That's right. And we're spreading love. Pirates have a bad rap. They take. But we're going to be giving. Okay? Yes, I'm a pirate. I don't be stealing from y'all, though. I'm changing that. Okay? Now, violence is going to be part of the because, we're not no pushovers. I'm not anti-violence. Pirate life for me. Huh. But, we ain't got to loot. We're going to spread love. Medicine. We're bringing medicine. Pirates have a reputation of bringing disease. We're not doing that. We're going to use condoms, and we're spreading love. Join me. That's all I'm saying. The requirement is to be authentic. The requirement is live out loud. You got to be a little weird. You got to be in touch with that. You got to be in touch with your weirdness. You got to be standing in your power. That's it. Authentically, baby. You living authentically? You living out loud? Now, the living out loud is going to look differently for some of us. Some of us are extroverts, introverts. And what's the word when you're both? What's the word when you're an extroverted introvert? Someone tell me in the comments. So it looks differently. For me, living out loud is literally that. I'm going to be screaming at the top of my lungs on every goddamn platform. And I'm going to be showing my naked ass via burlesque and all kind of stuff. When I say loud, I mean loud. And the extroverted part of me is going to be living that way. I'm also introverted, so I'm going to be doing some introverted loud living. Okay? Ambivert. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Lighthouse Massage. Thank you, Rogue Wolf. That's right. Thank you, Mixed Deej. That's right. You live life loud your way. So the introverts, y'all ain't gonna be out here dancing on tables, but you might be living loud with your private life, with your private people. However you do it, you just need to do it, okay? However you do it, you just need to do it, baby. However you do it, you just need to do it, baby. That's right. It's a pirate life for me. It's a pirate life for me. It's a pirate life for me. That's right. It's a pirate life for me. I have a vision now of building the church like a boat. We're not going to do that. But but all of a sudden that popped in my head. I was like, what if the church looked like a boat? That's cool. But I'm not going to do that. I might. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Anyway, let's do some affirmations. Jesus! Every goddamn time, Deacon. It's okay to cry. Repeat after me. It's okay to cry. The affirmation box is out of control. It's okay to cry. 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 La Osla Bonita said, wait, how do I say your name? Lhasa Bonita. Lhasa Bonita. Let me know if I'm saying that right. We do need a compound. I'm thinking about that. I'm on the mission to buy some land. So I'm already there. I'm already there because in a good 30 years, I'm going to be done with the public. In a good 30 years, I'm going to be like, everybody leave me alone. I'm going to be in the corner making magic and medicine and dueling babies and ancestors, and just leave me alone. I got a good 30 years. I'm on it. Compound. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. The deacon played too much. The deacon really do play too much, Carlos. The deacon plays entirely too much. Repeat after me. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. All things are unfolding as we are supposed to. Ooh, the Spice Kitten said, yo, check out tax auction properties. Mental Rolodex, putting that into Mental Rolodex, putting that into Mental Rolodex. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. Carla said, girl, to be honest, I got about like 2 days before I started hissing at people. No, I'm saying. I can't even control my face in public. I just really be like, I don't say shit to people, but I definitely, my face says it. I be like, what is wrong with y'all? But again, I don't say it because like the previous card, I try to look at what people are going through, but I still be like, yeah, I'm going to be hissing at people too. Give me like 4 weeks and it's going to be, get away. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. Repeat after me. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. All things are unfolding as they are supposed to. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Let's keep it pushing, baby. Last 2 cards of the reading. The Spider. Trust the creative spark that you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Write it down. Write down your recipes. Write down your thoughts and your feelings. Write down your stories. Write down fictional stories. Write down your stories from life. Write your memoir. It doesn't matter if this memoir is going to be published or not. Write it down. Write it down. Everybody is creative. Creativity does not just belong to artists. There are some of us who will use our creativity for the greater good of others, but all of us use our creativity for ourselves at the very least. Channel your creativity. We live in a society that, because of the way we categorize things and because we prioritize hierarchy, all of us get conditioned out of our creativity, usually by school age time. If you watch kids that are before 5, before they enter into the school, most kids are extremely creative and they do it in their own ways. And then they go to school and school proceeds to tell you that these are the proper ways of creativity and this is what art is, this is what art isn't. And most kids lose that. And then we keep it lost for our whole entire lives. Creativity is something that we need as humans. And it comes out of different ways. from big to small, it all matters. Your creativity that you apply to cooking a meal. The creativity in making something, in crocheting something, in coming up with a performance. The creativity in sewing. The creativity in woodworking. La Isa. Okay, thank you. La Isa Bonita. All right, thank you for letting me know how to say your name. I appreciate you. Casey Cook, I do my crochet while I watch you. Yes, I love that. Now, y'all know I picked up crocheting. I've not been practicing for the last couple weeks. I'm going back to that because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I was like, are you going to make blankets? No. Are you going to make hats? No. I was like, what the hell are you doing with this? Then I was like, are you going to make stuffed animals? Which, yes, I want to learn how to make stuffed animals because that's something I can give away. Yeah. But I finally landed on what I want to do. I want to make clothes. I want to make clothes. That's what I do. I want to make, clothes. So now that I know what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to make clothes and stuffed animals. Now I'm ready to get back to crocheting. But crochet, do what you got to do. The point is, get creative. The point is, write some things down. The point is, like, if you're not a writer, sing. But, like, indulge your creativity. Indulge your creativity. Edie says, I always mess up the stuffed animals, so my daughter and I call them derpitos. Derp. I love that. I love that. I'm super excited to learn the animals. I heard it's really hard, so I'm keeping that on my plate because it's hard and that's going to be a challenge for me. But I literally, when I really thought about crocheting, I was like, in the things that I would keep for myself, I'm like, I'm not going to keep blankets, and I don't want to just keep giving my friends like hats and shit. But I was like, I will. There's a crochet dress that I have that's 15 years old that a friend made for me that I commissioned for her. It's one of my favorite things. And I also have a crochet shrug that she made. It's one of my favorite things that I take them out of season every couple of years and bring them back. But like, I was like, I'll rock the holy hell out of a dress, out of all of that. Like, so I'm so excited to get back into crocheting, especially we're going to have a bad winter. I'm going to be in the bed crocheting. Get creative. Get those creative juices flowing, baby. Get those creative juices flowing, baby. Get them going. Make something. It's good for your soul and your spirit. Last but not least, Pueo, the Hawaiian owl. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to the signs and the omens coming from them. The ancestors be speaking, honey. The ancestors be speaking. Bye, Donna. Do what you gotta do, Donna. Do what you gotta do. Dimaje, yes, you are. You're right on time, darling. I love you back. So, yes, the ancestors are speaking. It's very important to listen, okay? It's very important to listen. Listen, y'all. Yesterday, before I went in and had my shift at the magic store that I manage, I was praying about a lot of things, and I needed some clarity about some things. And the conversation I ended up having later on that night just affirmed everything. And when I got in the car, I was like, ancestors, I am in awe of the way that y'all listen so particularly to me. Like, the relationship that I have with my spirits and my people, like, the response is oftentimes immediate. I literally, in the morning, needed confirmation and validation. I didn't realize that's what I was asking for. I just accepted the situation. I resigned myself, and I was like, and in my head, I was like, I think you're right with the way that I was reading the situation. I was like, I believe you're right. But the way that spirit confirmed me, and then literally spirit woke up and was like, you need to act accordingly. We gave you that knowledge. We gave you that information so that you can move better. And I was like, perfect. I'm going to move all the way better because of what y'all have given me. Your ancestors are guiding the holy hell out of you. You got to listen. You got to listen. You got to listen. You have to listen. One of the quickest ways to stop the ancestors from speaking to you is if you don't listen. One of the quickest ways to lose favor with your spiritual team is when you don't listen. Now, here's the thing. They're going to tell you the good shit, but you also have to be prepared for the bad. Sometimes the ancestors are going to tell you how you are in the way, how you are the one who is putting wrenches in your pathway. And if you are not prepared to listen to how you are problematic and to fix it, if you are not prepared to fix it, to address it, that is one of the quickest ways they'll turn against you. I've watched it. If you want to listen to your ancestors when they're blowing sunshine up your ass, if you're only listening to your ancestors when they hyping you up, you're doing it wrong. Some of you aren't used to that because you don't have friendships like that. One of the reasons why I always tell y'all, I'll never be able to be counseled, because who I'm surrounded by in real life is real as hell. And before I display anything online, it's displayed in my personal life. And my people have the right, because we are chosen family, to check me from the rooter to the tutor. And they have. My people will be quick in the most loving ways to call me forward into the paint. They don't call me out, they call me in. And then they sit with me as we work through what I gotta work through. It ain't no thing for me to get to receive that from my ancestors. And the reason why I can do that with my physical support system is because my spiritual support system does that. They are quick as hell to be like, no, you're wrong in this situation. Or even when I wasn't wrong in the situation, they're quick to be like, but this is how your behavior contributed to the situation. This is where you could have been better. This is where you could have shut the hell up. This is where you could have improved. Listen to your people. They're talking. They're going to speak through whatever ways that they speak. For me, because my team knows me and I am who I am, they use electronics. They use music a lot to speak to me. They use old people and they use kids. They know that them is the two groups of people I respect the most. They know them is the two groups of people that I will protect the most. They know that my reverence for those two groups of people is high. They know that. They know that I'm always going to be there. I'm going to listen to a kid. I'm going to help a child. I'm going to listen to a baby. So they speak to the kids a lot. They know that I respect my elders. I'm going to listen to my elders. So they utilize the elders a lot to speak to me. Again, they also utilize, like I said, music. They utilize my dreams. But they are a guiding force in my life that help me. Your people going to get you through the storm. You got to listen to them, though. You got to listen to them when you don't want to. You got to listen to them when they say, hey, I know you really attached to that person, but this person is not a good person. Detach from them. You got to listen to them when you're like, but they make me feel so good. I know that, but still detach from them. You got to listen when they take you out of a place of comfort and you're like, but this situation was comfortable. And they're like, we know that, but it ain't good for you no more. You got to listen. One of the greatest ways for you to turn your spiritual cord against you is when you don't listen to them. And one of the easiest ways for someone to control you is to serve your spirits. I just put you up on some game. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech Sankofa at gmail.com. One of the ways I've made people leave me alone is by fucking with their ancestors. I haven't had to do no type of left-hand work. I simply go to their spirits and I serve them better than they do. Or sometimes it don't even take that. I acknowledge their ancestors where they don't. I have kept people from fucking with me by just simply being nice to their people. Honoring them. You all will never be able to turn my people against me. Because I serve them well. And I talk to them all the time. If you tried to serve my people, to try to get them against me, they would tell me because I offer them such good love. Some of you aren't being controlled. Like, yeah, game. I'm seeing from these comments, light bulbs are going on. There's a few of you who think you've been cursed. You haven't been cursed or hexed. Your people have turned against you because you're not honoring them. Now let's talk about this. Ooh, game. Spirit is just putting me up on game. So let's talk about this. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech, Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech, Sankofa at gmail.com. Let's talk about how this plays into cultural appropriation. Now here's the thing. People who publicly appropriate other people's culture, especially their religious practices, y'all are the easiest to be controlled. Those of you who skip over your own ancestry in order to appropriate mine, oh, baby. If I want to fuck you, you've given me the proper way to. You skipped over your whole spirits. You skipped over all of your lineage. You skipped over your ancestors. You skipped over what's in your bloodline lineage. And your people are mad at you. All I have to do is make your people happy. Or make them even madder at you. Why are you over in other people's stuff? I have been invited to practice with Native Indigenous cultures, especially specific cultures to this country. Those spirits welcome me in with open arms. They allow me to know secrets. They allow me to be a part of sacred ceremony that a lot of people aren't allowed to be a part of. But I come in there firmly rooted in my own ish. I come in there with my ancestors. I come in there with my spirits. I come in there with a wealth of knowledge that I am confident in. So I'm rooted in something that's mine. And then I share with others. What this means is that my spiritual cord is made up of other spirits that are not a part of my original lineage. They have allowed me to be there. And they have adopted me in. But they are clear that they are not my first line, that they are my second line. And that's the way it should be. Y'all be careful in these streets, because somebody who knows what they're doing could do a lot, especially when you're doing wrong. This is why cultural appropriation is dangerous. This is why religious and spiritual appropriation is dangerous. You walk into someone else's house, spiritual house, and you don't have no anchor with your own house, there's a lot that they can do with you. There's a lot that they can do with you. Those spirits will run amok through your lineage. Game. I'm going to do some more in-depth videos about that, but game. Cash App LadySpeech, Venmo LadySpeech, Sankofa, PayPal LadySpeech, Sankofa at gmail.com. So I just gave y'all a way to bless and curse people. This is also how in reverse. I've actually used this more in reverse in this way. When you're doing wrong, when I worked with kids in the treatment facility and I worked in a facility where we had to restrain them, I was very clear with my kids that I didn't like that. That I came from a violent background and I don't like putting my hands on kids, that I was licensed to do it. I was trained to do it. I didn't like it. So when I was working, I had the least amount of restraints. I was one of the best at it, but I also didn't have to do it a lot. And people would call me in on restraints with their kids because I could get us out of that restraint quickly. And my secret to that was I talked to those kids' ancestors. That's literally what the secret was. I immediately started talking over them and to their ancestors. I immediately would call on their grandmothers. I would call on their fathers. I would call on these energies, their benevolent ancestors, and I would be like, I don't want to do this. This is traumatizing this child. It's traumatizing me. I love this baby. I love this baby, and I don't want this baby hurt. Calm them down. The goal is to get them out. I de-escalated situations quick as fuck. And people would be like, how do you do that? And I went, because, I was living my witchy life. I'm like, I pray about it. Nope, I would I would get them. So when I'm out in public, Karen's things, I'll speak to people's ancestors. I'll go straight to, I know most people aren't venerating. I know most people do not have that type of relationship. So I will skip right the hell over you and call your grandmother in to calm you the hell down. I will call your Mima in quick. Come get your baby, because this person's tripping. And they gonna get caught up. I've done this in a few situations. I've done this in situations where I've seen a black person being unfairly targeted, and if I can see them escalating because they're panicking and I know that's not going to help the situation, I've called in their people to be like, bring them back from the edge, because I know that this is going to be a not good situation. So you can do it both ways. I've most definitely used this to help people. But I use it to keep people away from me. I use it to keep people from messing with me. I use it to keep people. So I just put y'all in some game. But that was my favorite thing to do with the kids. I had the least amount of restraints. I hated restraining children. And I would be very honest with my class about it. I would be like, I don't like it. Y'all know for a fact I have the right to do this. I don't like this. I was so clear. I would tell them, do not make me go there. Don't do it. And also I was like, I'm from the streets too. Y'all be tripping with these other staff and you be really trying to fight. A, I don't like it because it's not cool. But B, I can potentially hurt you. And I do not want to do that. And that really, again, I had the least amount of restraints, and my restraints would go quick. Because I would immediately, and we would be in it, I'd immediately start talking to, and I would be in their ear, and I would be talking to their people. Or I would just I'd start praying or crying. Not crying, but I would start praying. Yeah, sometimes I would cry. But I would start praying or humming or singing. And because if their ancestors, they would tell me. They would be like, this, if you start hum this melody, and that'll calm them down. Or game. So with all that being said, that came from this original card, which is you talk to your people, you talk to your ancestors, talk to them. They're always talking to you. They're always trying to lead and guide you. Okay. Just gave y'all an impromptu magic lesson. And with that being said, we done. Let's do some affirmations. I saw a couple comments about my hoodie. I believe I got this from Reb Dolls. I got this from Reb Doll. Yeah, I did get this from Reb Dolls because I like getting my sweatshirts from them. I got this not last winter, but the winter before. So I got this sweatshirt from Reb Dolls. Y'all can get it. I don't know if it's still there, but Reb Dolls has got some quality sweatshirts. My favorite sweatshirts these past 5 years have been from them. So let's do some affirmations, baby. Repeat after me. I allow others the freedom to be who they want to be. I allow others the freedom to be who they want to be. I allow others the freedom to be who they want to be. I allow others the freedom to be who they want to be. I allow others the freedom to be. I allow others the freedom to be who they want to be. Oops, dropped it. Let's do another affirmation. I have a lot to be thankful for. Repeat after me. I have a lot to be thankful for. 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 And let's do one more affirmation. Scars tell the story of where you've been. They don't dictate where you're going. Scars tell the story of where you've been. They don't dictate where you're going. Scars tell the story of where you've been. They don't dictate where you're going. Scars tell the story of where you've been. They don't dictate where you're going. Moon Pumpkin said, that's beautiful because traumatized children often can't tell you what they need, but their great-grandma might. Exactly. And they would. I use that all the time with kids. And like anytime I employ kids, not employ, but anytime I engage with children, I turn up my mediumship to a heightened degree. And because of that, because this frontal lobe is not developed, like there are times when kids jet, and depending on how they've been reared, they might not have access to the language that they need to articulate, or depending on where they're at neurodivergent style, you know, they might not have the access to communicate to you, but your ancestors will always. So again, I came to this gift in the good, in the right hand way, in that using it for uplifting things, but this gift is also something that has been used in the left hand way. And again, some of you on an ancestral tip are, there's people that I've met that they're like, we have a generational curse. I'm like, it's not really a curse. It's more so you're not serving your ancestors. Someone else is serving them better than you. Venerate your ancestors, get to know who your people are, and bring that control and that power back to them. But yeah, so if y'all dealing with children, especially traumatized children, and you got mediumship skills, that's some free game. And this works in families too. Like even if you're not a medium, in when y'all share that bloodline connection, y'all can access each other to that level, you know. And your ancestors will use each other to that level. I remember when my cousin, she does a lot of research into our genealogy, and there was a particular ancestor she could not get a hold of. And I know that when me and her talked about this, it was my magic that prompted this ancestor to show my cousin the way. It was she did the footwork on it, but I am the one who does a lot of I hold the family down spiritually. So it was my petition on a spiritual level that was like, hey, can you show yourself? Because we want to know. She's put in the footwork, and I will venerate you. I will make sure that you are venerated to the highest degree. Like, you give me your information via her, you will be celebrated. I'll make sure of that. And she did. It was within a matter of like a couple of weeks that my cousin was calling me on the phone and was like, "Beach, oh my God." And I was like, that's what's up. And we had a 3-hour conversation, like getting to know our grandmother via this woman who is my grandmother's grandmother. Like, so it was a real trip. It was a trip. I hear you too. I hear her talking to me. I'm gonna hook you up today. So yeah, honor your people. Honor your people. Scorpion T said, the way the deacon keeps giving me the chills though. Yeah, the deacon is wild. The deacon is wild. Nico said, my ancestors from my dad's side are powerful. I've been connecting with them this whole year, and they've carried this practice for generations. Yep. Carlos said, just like when I met my unicorns, all of them, and then one of them ran away. I feel when he came back, I'm gonna epiphany of my life. Yes, it is. Damage said, how do we find out who they are and how to honor them? So when it comes to your ancestors, one of the things that you have to remember about your ancestors is even if you don't know them, they know you. And the relationship has been established from their side. So it's about you establishing the relationship from your side. You have to think about when you get to know someone in real life. You have experiences with them. You have interludes and interactions with them. It's kind of the same thing with your spirits and your ancestors. So I always say start with prayer. You're going to quite simply start with prayer. You are going to, first create a practice that has protections around it. And then B, enter into prayer mode. And really, you're just going to speak to them. I began my ancestor relationship with a simple prayer that was basically, hey, what's up? So I'm getting into this practice, and I understand that you all are important to this practice. If I'm honest, I have felt y'all the entire time. I'm new here. So I started with an ancestor altar. I didn't have access to their names, no pictures, no anything. That altar was simple as hell. It was a glass of water, a plate of offering food for them, and it was a doll that symbolized the ancestors. And that's it. And I was just like, so I want to get to know you. help me. Thank you for walking with me. I want to honor you. I want to know myself through you. I want to honor us. I want to heal us. Please connect with me. I'm calling on the benevolent ancestors. And I had regular interactions with my ancestor altar. I began feeding it and venerating the ancestor altar. They got their food on a regular basis. And from there, paranormal experiences started happening and more communication opened up. And they then, after years of practice, I was able to finally get a hold of pictures and things. But I was practicing for a good 10 years before I got a hold of any pictures or anything because I was estranged and blocked from my family. So yeah, I say start with prayer. You got to let them know you're here, and it's going to be consistent. You're going to need to be consistent. When starting your ancestor practice, don't ask them for anything. Just be there. And literally, you're like, I'm here to establish a relationship with you. How do we communicate? And each person's ancestors communicates differently. A lot of them use a lot of universal things. Like ancestors do like to use technology. Especially lights and things of that nature. And they like to use electricity to communicate. And that's a universal thing for kind of all of us. But my people, like I said before earlier, they use children, they use elders, they use music a lot. They use music a whole lot. We connect in the music a whole lot. They use a couple different ways to communicate. They use my dreams sometimes. So yeah, we've established that. And because I have a relationship with them, now our communication is very easy. It happens in a formal capacity and informal places. But I would say start with prayer. And start with taking deep dives. The more you learn about yourself, the more you heal yourself, you are essentially establishing that relationship with the ancestors too. You have to think about the fact that basically 90% of you is borrowed from the body to your personality. There's a small amount of you that's not borrowed. What makes you unique is that you took all these things and you formed them in a very unique way. But individualistically, your nose comes from a great, 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 great auntie. Your eyes come from a great, 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 great grandpa, like everything. So the act of taking care of yourself, the act of getting to know yourself, the act of loving yourself, the act of venerating yourself is also then act of venerating the ancestors as well. So I'm going to be doing more videos about these types of things later on to give you guys some more details, but I hope that was, yeah. And I do have some deeper dives in the magic playlist about ancestor stuff. So Jaslyn said, my relationship with my ancestors has been growing tremendously. I need to dive further and get my altar together. Yes, the ancestor altar is a way to go, baby. Carlos said, I tried to sing my heart out when I can and play my soul away with my horns. They love when I do both. They actually do. So one of the quickest ways to get your ancestors to you universally is to sing. They love it when you sing. And it doesn't matter if you sing bad. Sing your favorite songs, sing cultural songs. They love it when we sing, and they love it when we dance. So dance to whatever you want, but then also dancing culturally, dancing to their favorite movement. They love that. So that's one way to connect with your ancestors too. And pursuing the things that you love. You know, I'm an artistic person. As it turns out, a lot of my ancestors were artistic. And so, especially for my enslaved ancestors, one of the biggest ways I honor them is by being myself. One of the biggest ways to honor, and like I honor my enslaved ancestors in different ways, but they have shown me that the biggest ways that I honor them is when I am my full personality, because I'm directly influenced by ancestors who couldn't do this, you know, who couldn't be as loud as I am, who couldn't be as sexually liberated as I am, who weren't allowed to do the things that I was allowed to do. So specifically, I don't ever ask my enslaved ancestors for anything except for wisdom. You gave a lot. I don't ask y'all for shit. I ask my pre-colonized ancestors for a lot because they can handle it. And that's who from my court, that's who deals with me a lot, is the pre-colonial ancestors. And my enslaved ancestors just sit and they allow me to give. So my burlesque performances are for them. My certain things that I do in the BDSM world, that's not particularly personal acts. A lot of the ways that I show up in that world, though, is for them. I show up, and even how I'm going to be taking more leadership roles with them. in that world is for them, because there's things that I can express for them that they were never allowed to in life. So honoring yourself, honoring the things that you love, honoring the things that you like to do, that's also a way of connecting with them. So Nico said, I just realized I should start singing in the morning again because they're both past and visit me in my dreams. Damn, it's okay to cry. Oh, Nico, I'm so glad you are connecting. I love this. Sing for them, baby. They're gonna love it so much. They're gonna love it so much. Carlos said, I love every single one of y'all to the moon's in the end of the Milky Way itself, but when I start hissing, need y'all to give me some space. Still love you, though. We love you, too, in all of your hissing glory. We love you, too. Spice Kitten said, my dead queer trans aunt showed up last reading. Yep. When you are who you are, this is why I'm also so fiercely protected in my life, because I'm living the way that a few of my ancestors wanted to live. So they are fierce about protecting those aspects of me. And they make a lot of that walk easy. Like when I was finally ready to do burlesque, they made the walk into that world so easy. It was easier than a lot of other folks who go into that world. And I know anytime I do anything like that, they really just open doors for me, because I know that this is what you wanted to do. I know this is what you wanted to do. I know this is like, and I can do it. So they be like, let's get them to the top. Let me get my baby to the top. Let me get him to the top so he can do what he got to do. So yeah, love you people, because they love you back. All right, good people. Well, we've had a good time. We had a time. Yes, we did. This has been good. Weird Church always satisfies my soul. I hope it has satisfied yours as well. I want to thank each and every one of you for this experience. I love us. I absolutely love us. Go do something for your inner child. Go celebrate yourself. Go love on yourself. Just a heads up, I said I was going to do Vlogmas. I'm not. I have to get ready for the new year. I'm probably not going to take January off though. But I gotta get ready. I gotta get ready for the new year. I've got so many good things. The website drops January 1st. Yeah, so the website is where you're gonna be able to like book me for all of the readings. I have 7 new offerings for readings. I have some other things going down too. So I'm going to hit you with the lives. Y'all are gonna get that. Y'all are gonna get videos. We're just not gonna do Vlogmas. But I have got some really big plans for next year, and I just need to get ready to show up for them. So I love you all so deeply and all so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting yourselves. Thank y'all for showing up so wonderfully in these comments. Thank you for helping me to build an amazing community. And yeah, I just want to get ready to do all the things. I really do want to meet a lot of you guys in person. I want to do all the things. So I need to take December and prepare. So we're going to do that. Go take care of yourself. Drink your water. Get your soft things. Take your baths. Go wash your spiritual ass. Go wash your spiritual booty. All right? Go wash your spiritual boo-boo tay-tay. Carlos said, am I the only one worried about this bus? No, Carlos. You are not the only one, but you going to be the head of that project. I love us so much. Well, my fellow weirdos, go drink your water. Go have a fabulous Sunday. I hope this reading gave you everything you needed. Revisit, like, share as you need to. Tag people in. I love you all so deeply. And yeah, let's step into our power. We can't let the incels win. We can't let the misogynists, the racists win. We can't let the bad people be the loudest voices in the room. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to take up space. We're going to shine. We're going to heal ourselves and this planet. We're going to reconnect to ourselves and one another. And we're going to cause some good trouble. We're going to cause some good trouble. We're going to plant us some trees. We're going to rebuild some jungles and some forests. We're going to make a way. We're going to make a way. And we're going to make a mighty noise while we're doing it. Until then, rest yourselves. Love on yourselves. And you know I got your back. You know I got your back. Eyes on Congo. Eyes on the Congo. Eyes on Sudan. Eyes on Gaza. Work locally. Think globally. I love you all. Mwah! Bye.